Hey guys, and welcome to game number 73 out of 100 of my Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. Apologies both for the continued not great audio quality. I am still on the road at my parents' house as I was when I posted my last video, and also apologies for the delay since posting my last video. I was pretty sick most of the last week and was really congested. I still am a little bit, you guys might be able to hear it, and just had a sore throat and yeah, was not in a position to be recording YouTube videos that would require me to do a lot of talking. So apologies for the delay, guys. Thanks as always for your support and patience and bearing with me. Hopefully today will be a good day over the board, and it looks like it will be to start. We have Miss Rule on our opening rack. I see that right off the bat. We'll see, of course, what BestBot does here. It's taken its sweet time, so that could mean anything. We've seen BestBot take a long time and then exchange. We've seen BestBot take a long time and then bingo for 100 points. So, yeah, anything could happen here, guys. We just have to wait and see. Okay, Aga for 8, which I'm very happy about. Miss Rule now plays here with a Gar for a double-double, 91. No reason to think, just slap it down. And okay, well, now I'm threatening androids, guys, for 80 plus. That's what, 86 points? 83 points, rather. Excuse me. Okay, that's still pretty good. Endorsed would be 70 through this E as well. So hoping at least one of those stays open. Obviously, androids would be better. It's more points, although it does have some positional liabilities, especially putting an S on the triple here is always a little scary because it's very easy for the opponent to end a bingo in the S and score a lot of points. That being said, I mean, I wouldn't play endorsed over androids in this position. It's just too big a sacrifice. But yeah, we'll see what the bot does. It's thinking for a little while again, so hopefully that means it's struggling with another tough rack, and we're going to get to jump out to a really early lead this game. But yeah, once again, we wait and see. All right, just love to see this BestBot opening for 8 on its second turn playing for 8. Meanwhile, I open for 91 and then play for 83. This game is going just about as well as it possibly could to start. We're up 174 to 16 after turn 2. Game is absolutely not over though, guys. Yep, see, that is exactly why I didn't want to put an S there. But okay, do I have another bingo here? Almost. End bounds is no good. Inbounds is good, but I don't have that. Yeah, I don't think I have a bingo here. Almost sunbonnet, but I need a third in of all things. I honestly think nub is a pretty good play here. It's 20 points. ENOS is an excellent leave. Like I feel like this board is too open to really be trying to play too much defense. I mean, there's just so many lines for 7s and 8s all across the board. Now that the bot has bingoed, I'm also not up so much. Like, I don't want to start sacrificing a lot to block here. I mean, I could score better with something like Neb. It's 26, but Nub has got to be better. It's 6 fewer points, but keeping an E over a U is just so much nicer. Like, yeah, this has got to be right. Yeah, all right, let's do this. All right, Aranos, there we go. It should be another bingo. Aranos will play making OE and men over here. I must have something else. Yeah, I've got Reasoner to either the R and Androids or the R and Out-Earns. Of course, Reasoned as well here. So we will be bingoing again, which is, it's always a nice feeling. Like, it's actually always a really stressful feeling when you're waiting for your opponent to move and you only have one playable bingo. Because you're just, like, basically sitting there trying to will them to not play in that spot. But when you have two playable bingos on different parts of the board, you're like, all right, well, whatever they do, I'm bingoing, and that's always a good feeling. All right, Chewy for 44. That was a lot of points, so I guess I'll have to play one of these reason words. I don't think Aranos is going to go down anymore, which is okay. Yeah, I mean, Reasoner to the R of Androids is going to score the most, but do I really want to put an R there, guys, with bunch of E's, 2 blanks out, and taking now an over 100-point lead after my next play? I don't think so. Reasoner here is actually nice and defensive. I mean, it gives back a line for 7s next to the R and the E down in the E column, but that's about it. Like, otherwise, this actually gets in the way of a bunch of 8s lines with androids. This is pretty solid. For 4 fewer points at this score in the game, I'm absolutely taking this over the other reasoner. So let's do that. And, all right, our first particularly clunky looking draw of the game. However, I've got EX here for 55. Like, that's a terrible leave, but it's 55 points. Would I ever consider just dropping the Q? And I'm actually thrilled to see Flog, by the way, because that kills that line for sevens, and it really just completely kills the left-hand side of the board. I'm kind of surprised the bot did that. It probably just didn't really have any other reasonable plays. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I I don't know. Part of me actually thinks QI might be right, but like, it's too many points to give up, right? It's 24 less. Yeah, EX actually has a nice hidden benefit too positionally because it makes sevens harder to play. Your EME only takes an S and a U. It's only one S and one U. If I leave ME, you could put like a T or any number of things after it. There's a lot of I's left, so I could draw QI. I don't know where QI is necessarily going to go. Yeah, I mean, it's close. Like, that's how bad the Q is here on this board. But I just don't think I can give up 24 points, guys. Like, that's just a little too much. So I'm going to do this. And now the Z comes our way, too, which I'm actually not unhappy about. I mean, if I can keep scoring, like, I'm willing to hold on to the Q. But we'll see what I can even do here. Like, the board is in excellent shape, considering the score line. I'm definitely not interested in opening anything if I don't have to. Like, ideally here, I want to just play Zonk for a lot. I don't think that's going to work, or just get rid of this Q, which also isn't really going to work. So, not seeing a whole lot of great options right now. But we'll see what BestBot does. I imagine BestBot's going to try to make some kind of opening, given the score. But we'll see. Man, I could really use a U for Quango. That would be cool. But alright, let's see what the bot does. Okay, the bot plays He for 24. Not really opening a whole lot. I mean, what goes in front of... I guess it takes an R, actually, for Rose. Fair enough, okay. I can't really do much here, guys. I have an M, which does go here, kind of a sneaky hook. But I have, like, very few words that actually are going to work there. I think what we want to do is actually keep the Q and the Z and play Monk. The Z is actually a great tile to have just in general when you're up like this, because in most cases, it's going to score pretty well. And if the bot bingos, it's going to have to open some triples or pretty big scoring spots. The Q obviously is not a great tile to have, but Monk blocks a lot of sevens next to Miss Roller hooking Eam. Blocks some eights, I guess, from the I. It does leave this D open, which isn't amazing, but like, it's 28 points too. That's a pretty respectable score. I don't see any good plays that get rid of the Z, let alone the Q. This is way better than exchanging. I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that draw. I pull an I for the Q, potentially. Boards like Zoril. I mean, Zoril and Zen. Again, guys, if I can keep scoring like 30 points, I'm not going to get rid of the Q. Like, it's still better to do that and score 30-ish and keep the Q than it is to exchange, I think. Like, where people get into trouble with the Q, guys, is when you're scoring, like, 12 turn after turn and keeping the Q without a U. That's when it starts to be a problem. And that's the mistake I see a lot of newer Scrabble players make. Is they think, oh, well, eventually I'm going to hit QI for 64. Well, more often than not, you don't, and you're just stuck with an unplayable Q for, like, ever. Alright, the bot is being shockingly passive, guys. Like, just opening nothing. I mean, I guess I'm happy about that. Like, I am winning. But it's just weird. It is kind of weird. And it did block my Zorro play. Doesn't really give me a whole lot to do here. Do I want to play Izar? Not particularly. I mean, that is 30. Like, it's got to be right over trading. It just gives back some easy sevens lines, which I don't love, but I mean, I don't really want to score 0 if I can score 30 here, do I? And like, that puts me up so much that even if it bingos twice, I'm probably fine. I mean, should I just exchange the Q? Maybe? I'm obviously not going to play Azo here. That's just ridiculous with 2 blinks out. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like wrong to open here. Don't get me wrong. Maybe Azo... Yeah, Azo here is just worse than eyes are, right? I mean, that gives back an even more dangerous line, I think. Yeah, I don't particularly like that. Huh. Interesting turn. I almost have some cool stuff here, like Hoser and Fern or something, but not quite. I don't think I have any shorter. I mean, unless do I ever try to like set up the queue here? Maybe. I mean, is it insane to do something like this and set up the queue? I wonder how crazy this is, guys. It looks ridiculous. But like, here's the thing. Also, if the bot's not going to bingo on the right. I mean, it could. It's not likely to end in an I or an A. If it bingo's on the left, it's probably giving me massive counterplay here. I actually don't hate it, and if it plays through the L, I can just plunk the Q and keep the Z. It's very unlikely to block this, and if it does block, then it's got to sacrifice a lot to do so. I actually like this play a decent amount. Maybe, do I even leave the L off? I mean, how many hooks are there? Yeah, there's Vare. I don't want to give back cheap V plays. That'll help it clean up a bad rack. Yeah, I think Lair is actually right. It looks really weird, I know. I'm sure it's going to be nowhere in terms of equity, but like, I just don't see the Q drop hardly ever being blocked. Yeah, it's a really weird looking play, guys. I know, but I think it's called for here. I really do. I'm going to do it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Well, QI definitely the play if it stays open, which again, it's likely to. There's no X or anything, so it's not like the bot can really have anything particularly good in that spot. And if it does bingo ending in the E here, then I'll just play probably Diazo. Alright, that's fine. Again, I don't really care. Now I'm just going to get rid of my Q. Well, actually, you know what, though, guys? Now I even have Cade. I mean, that's even better. There's no reason not to do this, right? It's more points. The A and the D aren't helping me much. More turnover for the blanks. Yeah, no-brainer, I think. Like, that's actually an excellent exchange for me. If we both score 30s and I get rid of my Q, move the game along, still two blanks out. I'd rather, I mean, even if it bingos to the T, like, I'll still be up 60 or something. I can probably block and go up 90. Like, I feel pretty good here, guys. Like, I know I have two Vs, and that kind of sucks, but, like, anything it does, I should be able to just block or outrun or block and outrun. I mean, yeah, if it doesn't open, I probably will try to block this T, although it's shockingly annoying to do so. I might also just keep scoring. Like, I know it looks ridiculous, but all right, well, that just seems like a bad play. I mean, doesn't that just like I mean that just makes my life too easy to block. Like this is just a no-brainer of a play. It's 32 points. It keeps a beautiful leave and it blocks. Like I'm not even gonna think. I feel like the bot's been making a lot of plays that just make my life really easy. And I know it was a terrible start for the bot, but like, yeah, I don't know. That felt wrong. Like now I'm just gonna win, like very uneventfully, right? I mean, there's only 10 in the bag. The pool, aside from the blanks, is actually pretty bad. There's no E's. A lot of dupes, a lot of consonants. I mean, I'm just going to play zip or zep here with Like, yeah, I think this is going to be just a pretty uneventful win. But I've been wrong before, guys. This is BestBot. It is pretty creative. So we'll see what it has in mind. Alright, so the bot decides to open a triple-triple. I'm guessing the bot was hoping I had no vowels, which is a reasonable try at this score. I mean, and that's why I put the T and the W next to each other, guys, right? Like, if you played a word that has a consonant and then a vowel, I could just play through the vowel, like if that W were the A and block. But now, if I were to, obviously I'm going to block. I'm probably going to just play Tis. But like hypothetically, if I had no vowels, which may have been possible from the bot's point of view, I could have had a hard time or an impossible time blocking. So it's worth an effort. And that's a common theme, guys, when you're desperate like this. You're down enough that you have to triple. You put a consonant between the two triple words. Again, this doesn't work if you put a vowel either between the two triples or generally in the spot below, because then if they play through that vowel, they just block, which they can do if they have 7 consonants. But if you open a consonant and they have 7 consonants, especially if they don't have a Y, they could have some issues. So I've stolen a game or two like that before. BestBot has as well. So just something to keep in mind in your own games. But here, of course, it's no biggie. We're just going to play Tis and block that. And yeah, still 2 blanks unseen. But it's pretty hard to conjure up where the bot is bingoing on this board. You know, I guess what could actually happen is you could get something like TIZE, although that wouldn't even be a bingo. Something tization? No. Or maybe Tizing? That would be kind of crazy. It's probably possible, but extremely unlikely. It wouldn't even be enough to win. An open L would give me pledgets. I expect some sort of opening. Maybe the bot's going to try to play, like, something here? I don't know. Or, like, it's probably, it should probably try to play, like, orb or something. Same theme as last turn, right? Like, I expect we're going to see orb or act or something up here again. Putting two consonants at the end. All right, so it's just going to play or, so it's basically just going to roll over and lose. Okay. That also is fine by me. Uh, well, I mean, I guess I can empty, right? Like, where's it bingoing anyway? Maybe there's some. I guess you could have like Podidic here. So why don't? Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say play Steep to block that, but then it can use a blank and play Umps or Umph even. So I don't know how do I actually block that effectively. So maybe do I just like take the chance? I mean, look, even if it plays Podidic, that's probably about 100 points, but that's not enough to win. I'm up 160 or so. So do I want to empty it? I mean, if I guess if I don't empty, then I run the risk of the bot fishing. Like the odds of the bot actually having Podidic or something that fits there are very low. I wonder if that's actually the only thing. I mean, it would need to have like it would have to have POS or POD. I think that's the only thing, guys. It's really unlikely. Like ABN would have to be in the bag. I think we just empty, and like if it has it, then all right, we only win by 70. Like big deal. I think we just leave it. So all right, I guess probably peg here is fine. Yeah, I mean blocks that scoring spot, which will be good for the bot if it doesn't bingo. Doesn't open anything. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, it's not bingoing with that. No way. Yeah, and I have scatted, which obviously isn't going to go down, and the bot's not going to give me a spot either. And I figured also I'd leave myself some threats down here, keeping STED, although I don't actually know if I drew something. Skated is not good like that. I guess stated, but that might result in me being C-stuck, depending on what the bot does. So yeah, the bot's probably going to just take its full 3 minutes here, guys, and try to optimize its endgame, so rather than watching paint dry and letting it do that, let's just pause the video and come back when it's done. Okay, and the bot plays Siping, which makes sense, blocking stated and saving a B, which almost certainly is going to go out. Pretty rare you see someone get B stuck. Yeah, has butt over here, B and bow for 8. Okay, so let's see, just Scad perhaps? Like, looks decent on first glance. 25, losing 6 after the bot goes out. It's plus 19 net. It's not going to be worth it to block cut. Anything here? No. Don't think so. Scad here surely is less. Yeah, that's less for sure. Stave is worse. Anything here? Something almost credits. I think we've spent enough time. I don't think it's worth looking too much more here. It's not going to affect the outcome of the game. Let's play Scad. Oh, bum is one more. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, pretty boring game here, guys. I mean, I just got lucky. 500 to 352. We'll do a quick analysis, but probably nothing too interesting. Yeah, Aga makes sense for the bot. I wouldn't play long with Agnite here. You give back a lot more, and AENT's a good leave. Unfortunately, the bot just drew an airball with 1 pointers here. This is just a brutal turn. Like, you're down 80 already. Like, what do you do other than this? I mean, yeah, like, just a terrible start for the bot. Nub looks good. Yeah, conscious decision here to not play Reasoner and open the triple. Definitely stand by that at this score. Plays Flog. Yeah, I mean, you guys see, like, QI is not that far back, even on static equity, not factoring in the state of the board or the score or anything. It's under 6 points back on a 24-point play. That's how bad KMNOQ is, and how, like, solid for scoring this league is with plays like Kex and stuff on the rack. So, yeah, I think X is right. Wait, the bot had 2 blanks this early? Wow. That's crazy. Wait, you're telling me it had 2 blanks for like this long in the game and it couldn't bingo? I guess that's how bad the board was. I mean, geez, okay. I might have taken my chances with this. Like, there's only two D's left, although I guess it's worried I'm going to have a T for the and play across. But, like, if I play across, I can still bingo down here. I don't know. Like, you're down 144 points, man. Like, I might have tried this. This doesn't really do anything. I don't know. Yeah, I think Monk here is right, and it still can't bingo. Yeah, that's actually ridiculous. I mean, there's like Trayful and Swayful and stuff. I guess I blocked Swayful. Like, it just can't bingo. Yeah, like, I'm not sure. Like, I still think you. Well, I mean, this is just gonna get blocked. Like, that hardly works. But like, don't you have to open something here? Like, this play accomplishes nothing. I don't know, and it blocks your D. I feel like I would have done something here. I don't know what, but like, I mean, even this. Like, why not do this? There's one S left. Like, if I have it, so be it. Like, you're not gonna win if I keep having everything I need to have. Like, do this. You know, maybe. All right, I don't have an S. I don't score much. You bingo for 90, and you bingo again, and maybe you're back in the game. Maybe. Like, this play does nothing. I don't know. All right. Oh, that's funny. I don't actually think I considered Izar here. I looked at Izar in the other spot and Azo here. Yeah, Izar here might just be okay. Like, that's doesn't give back as much as Azo, and yeah, that might be fine. But I don't hate my idea of layer either. I mean, again, it sets up a Q spot that's hardly ever getting blocked, and I think my priority here is just to get rid of this Q. I didn't actually see Umiak, but there's no chance I'm doing that with two blanks. That's just stupid. So yeah, maybe Izar is just more solid, but I actually don't hate my idea of layer. I was pretty proud of finding that. I mean, yeah, I guess the problem is if you play Justice, like, I'm just going to score here, and then what, right? And now you don't have a blank. So I guess I get why it did this. But then the problem with this play is now what? Yeah, I mean, this just doesn't work. Like, this just doesn't work. Because now, I literally, as I did, I just block through this T, and I don't bingo. Like, I get this, the bot's idea. Like, it realizes a 67-point bingo probably isn't enough. But, like, on this board, I think you can't not bingo. I mean, how about, like, play to the T, though, right? I mean, yeah, play, like, Equidant. I mean, yeah, I guess the problem is I'm just blocking every time, right? And the pool is good enough. I'm going to have something there. I guess that's the issue. But, like, if you're not going to bingo, don't play a twee. Like, do something. Like, do this. I don't know. Like, this just rolls over and loses, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, this play I actually get. This play I get. Because, like, if somehow I have no vowels, somehow, I could have issues. Like, this play I like, for sure. Yeah, obviously I'm blocking. I'm not playing Zeb. Yeah, I mean, why not play, like... I guess it can't even really play anything here. It'd have to burn a blank. I almost wonder if, like... I mean, this looks hilarious, but, like... If theoretically... I guess, see, the problem is, guys, like, I'm up so much, even if it triples, like, if it draws iterants or something, and I can't block, iterants is only, like, 140, or maybe even less because of the other blank. So I guess the problem is, like, that's not even enough if it works, which is kind of hilarious. Maybe, like, Kern or something, I don't know. I think you just lose. Like, it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Oh, I missed Advect. That's cool. Dang. That's a decent-sized spread error there, 9-point error, but didn't matter for the outcome at least. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I played pretty well, other than Advect, which didn't really matter, but it was a pretty easy game to play, in fairness. Yeah, the bot just, it's crazy how it had both blanks for, like, 7 turns or something. Crazy. Yeah, a couple decisions there by the bot I don't think I concur with, but, yeah, I mean, just a really lucky start for me, obviously, hitting misrolling androids. But we'll take it, guys. Another good win. And, yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks, as always, for watching. Appreciate your support. And I will see you all soon for the next video. Bye-bye.